just need to get rid of this shite soup. Water is almost grey. Yeah, my little shell was doing alright. That is worrying the hell out of me. What the hell is that? That now does not look like carp pox. I have to do a little bit of a video to figure out what that is. It's almost like it's like chewing gum or something. But it's come up loads in the last week or so. Not happy with that fish at all. Anyway, onwards, otherwise we're going to run out of video again. So once I get all this sorted, I'll come back to you. And that seems to have come to a stop. It's ready to go. It's a bit of a fierce air stone, but oh, that bloody Akamatsu, but look at it. Find out what's wrong with it. Right then, let's get the net off and get that. Turn this. Take this holds together because none of it's blue. Which way is it? That way. Just do it like that for now. Holy fucking moly. There's crap coming out of that. Jesus. Right. Let that drain out. That is. What's it like when it's full? Should be alright. Right then, let's go and fetch the net and get the fish out. Right. So I've got everything topping back up now, got it cleaned out. I've still got to sort the pump out because there's still media coming out of that pipe. I'll put the fish back. They're a bit bubbly now, but can't be helped. Right, I'll tidy this mess up. Well, I've got to go and take my car up to get MOT'd. So I'll leave this topping up, it's going to be a while yet. We've got salt in, we've got dechlorinator in. So, come back and hopefully it won't be dark. If I leave it any longer, it's going to be dark. Once I've got half the water in, I can then get the fish back. Give them a once over. Yeah, call it quits for the day. Tidy up the mess. It's going to be dark by the time I get around to doing that. Absolute fucking trash hole. And there we go. And one thing done. At least then, I've still got to clean the filter out as well. That might have to wait till tomorrow. They can just sit in there. As long as they're not feeding, not being fed, it should be alright. And we can turn everything back on tomorrow and carry on with what we were doing. Tonight I might try and see if I can sort the grids out inside. Stick them all together. And then, yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Now this job just seems like it's never going to end. So, let's go do all the things I can do. And we'll pick you back up tomorrow, guys. Alright, fish are all back in. Starting to get really dark now. Water half full. We'll let it top up as much as we can tonight and shut it off. At the moment, looking alright. And a quick health check on the fish. And yeah, it is carp pox on that Akamatsuba. And also the Harawaki's got a little tiny bit on his tail. So we'll keep an eye on it. Make sure it's not going to spread major, or there's not a lot I can do because I don't have heat. I must find that video of Lee's where he's treated a fish for carp pox and got it to go down. Find out the secret. If I remember, it was a lot of salt and heat. So we've resalted the pond, but it's only at 0.3. 6 kilo went in. No, but yeah. So I've resalted the pond, and we've got some dechlorinator in there. Got to figure out a way of making yourself a carbon dechlorinator. I think there's a way you could do it, because I spend so much money on dechlorinator every friggin' year. Every time I top the pond up, every time I change the water, go through bottles of the stuff. And you're relying on faith, really. Does it actually work? Does it do it quick enough? Do the metals come out of the water quick enough? Does the product do what it actually says? Don't have any way of catching any more rainwater. My mum uses that for the garden. Unless I get a tanker and fill it with spring water and park it on the front drive, you have to use tap water. There's no way around it. Give you a better view. I'm looking fabulous. Alright, let's get it filled up a little bit more. I can't fill it up all the way, because when I was getting off the steps, I put my foot through the net. So I've got to remake the net. And that end is a really great hole. So I've got to re-put all that on. Put a new piece in that. We've got a spare piece. Make it a bit better as well. We'll do that tomorrow. Cable's high dependent there. I'm going to run out, I reckon. So we'll get tidied up for tonight. Let this top up. I'll take the grids indoors and see what I can do with them through the evening. Try and save a bit of time tomorrow. Yeah, that's basically it. Tidy up. So we will catch you tomorrow. Look at that beautiful clean water. That was clean last night, guys. What the hell? Anyway, so today's task. She's swimming a bit weird. So where was I? Yeah, today's task. I've decided to get a bit of sponge for this spare filter. I can put that at the bottom. I can push the pipe underneath it and hopefully stop the media going back to the pump. That's the plan anyway. I did think about putting a sponge just on top of the grid, but then when I realised it's going to be a bit of a nightmare when I come to clean it. Stuff's not going to drop through a sponge. So I've made one of the grids slightly smaller last night. We're going to test that out today before we make the other one. I cannot see, we're sitting on the deck. Oh, that looks so bad, that cart box. It's definitely cart box. Oh, Mackie's got some as well. Horrible bloody stuff. Right then, let's go out, get sorted out before this turns into a shit suit. So, we'll catch you in a bit, guys. Finally, it's all day. We finally got the filter going. As you can see, it's a stack it on the table, stack it on a load of bricks, and clean it all out. Put all the media in. There's a lot more media in there now. The sponges are in. There's sponges at the bottom to try and stop the media from going down the pipe. Cleaned all the pipe out of media. Cleaned all the pump out. That was a nightmare trying to get them bits in or out from the impeller. But we finally, this is taking me all day. We've now got a filtering pond. Yeah, it's splashing up here a bit. And it's piddling through there, but can't be helped. It's staying in the pond pretty much. We've rigged the net up as best we can. There's a lot less water in there now, so as you can see, about 2 inches, an inch and a half below the window. So we'll give it a little bit of a top up tomorrow and hope that we can clear this shit soup that's coming back. Without a bottom drain though at the moment, very difficult. Our pipe's so long it goes round and round the pond and pumps in there somewhere. Where it's now actually put, I don't know. Yeah. For the time being, gives me a chance now to concentrate on getting that sorted out. I did drop the grid in, a new one, about 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. We seem to be fitting a lot better, but I can't bugger about with it because I can't see what I'm doing. Let's get everything. What a fucking nightmare mess, man. Get everything sorted out. I've had the big ladder out and everything today to get up to there. That's took me all day. Hey, guess you're now thinking, we can come back to the window. I haven't fed them today. I'm not going to feed them until this is sorted. Keep the waste down. So I don't think we'll lose much body weight. As long as I'm quick. We're switching over to wheat germ soon anyway, so get that ordered. Because it seems to, in the shop, the price of it seems to have shot way up. So, right then, I'm going to pack up and have a well-earned break. Get out of these waders, my ankle is absolutely rub raw. I've sliced my hand open again today. Excuse me. Oh mate, what are we going to do with you? Bloody cart pox. Yeah, I've never seen it that white like that before though. And maybe it's just a contrast to being a red fish. Yeah. But for now, what I'll do is it is literally street lights are on, and literally about 20 minutes I reckon it'll be dark. Right, so let's pack up as quick as we can and go and have a well-earned rest tonight. Right, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Hopefully we'll get some work done on the actual bloody get it sorted. Right, see you tomorrow. Right, smaller grid seems to have done the trick. I'm not going to be worried about the bits that aren't fully flat against the actual walls of the barrel. Get the media in and it should push it out a bit better. Yeah, let's figure out where we are. So that's yesterday. We got the grid in. It's got to come out again though, so I've got to put the holes through for the airlines. Seems to be holding alright. We got that one glued together, new one. Grid on that. It's dried overnight. Got to put the mesh on top of that. And then once that's done, airlines are back in. We can then work on pillars for them to go on and get round to the pipework. So if we can get the pipework done today, I'll be happy. Because then we can fill up and test and get this pond off of its bypass. Flow's doing alright, there's a massive drip going backwards, but can't be helped. Seems to be a brown scummy line appearing at the back as well. Do a water test and see what that's about. Hopefully, once I get the filter back on, proper filter, it should be alright. Right then, let's get to work. There we go, that's the second one in. That one went in a lot easier. There's a bit of a trim, a bit of a tidy up. I've checked that gap there. Don't think the media will drop through that. So, one thing I've got to do now is cut the holes in the right place for the airlines. Sitting in there pretty sweetly. Do a bit of tidying up, a bit of neatening with the folds. But we should be good, hopefully. We're getting there slowly. Right, let's get them out and get the airlines cut in. After a long bout, got the airlines in, both grids in as best we can. Why is that doing that? Let's have a look at that. Right, so what I've done is I've put the other old grid that we made that was too big. We've put that in there to try and keep it pressed against the side of the barrel. Tried to do this one, and the thing broke. So that one looks a lot better actually. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a... You've put my finger down that hole and it doesn't go anywhere. So, yeah, I'm probably going to get media sitting there, but I can't get through. Right, so we put all the grids back in, then we realised I hadn't put a grid in there, so I take it all out, put that grid in, and put everything back. Excuse me. So that's protecting the pump. Dog fight. So no, it's something around here. People just don't bother training their dogs. Right then. Let's get these moved back. So back out the back. I've got to fix them in first. Yep. Right, we'll sort the airlines out, pop them inside. Those two need gluing. Yeah, I might glue that one as well. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use sealant rather than glue. Just because sealant you can actually pick off, pull off and pick off. So, alright then, we'll get this last little bit done. Then we can work out putting them back. Right then, after about an hour and a half, we finally got that level. So, looking alright at the moment. I had to rob a piece of tile from Luke. Front driveway from his debris field, from his rubbish pile. He said I could help myself too, so. Alright, so put you through there. You can see you've got the rubber boot on, first 90. The trouble I had was it was 7 inches from the bottom of the 90 to the top of the barrel where the rubber boot is, and the 2 brick courses were only 5 inches, so I had to mess about. We're getting there. That one is glued in, soldered up, welded. So now I get my legs sorted out. Excuse the dodgy camera work. So we're going to come out on a piece of pipe like that to about there in the middle, and then from there this 90 is going to be like that out to my debris firkin, which I can then connect on waste pipe too. This one, because that one has cost me 3 90s, I'm going to have to rob one of the 90s, the sweeping 90s. If you can just see, it just about fits. Just literally just about fits. So we'll get that attached to there, soldered up, welded on, and then once we've come from there, then I have one coming out that way. So the other ball valve, these are just the simple ball valves rather than a double union. They're a lot cheaper, and for waste they're better. So I'll be twisting so I can hold the pipe and twist, rather than a slide valve where I'll be pulling it up and potentially pulling all this pipe work and creating a leak in the bottom, which we don't want. So we went with a slightly more expensive option, exactly the same as what we've got on there. Peace of mind, we know it's going to fit, we know what we're doing with it, and yeah, so far been proved right. So we are losing daylight rapidly. Oh, I'm losing knee power. Absolutely knackered today. Oh, messing about. So once they're on, we can then fill up and do a test without media. Then we can drain it out. And yeah, we can drain that out and refill with media. Test with water without the media. I've got to find the taps. And that's one there. Find where the other one went to. And that'll just be screw that in properly later on. Find the other one. I don't think I'm ever going to get this sorted. We're getting there now. Tomorrow, I think we'll work on getting all the pipework sorted properly. And we've got to leave it 24 hours to dry off. I want to get that a bit more around. I've run out of big wipes, so I'll go and get them in a bit. And yeah, right. So, where are we? Nearly off of this bypass, thank God for that. Thank God we're nearly off of that bypass. Where's that other tap? Seriously, I've got to locate that other tap. It's around somewhere. Check through the rubbish, make sure I've thrown it away. Now these guys are like nothing's ever happened, which is good news. Oh man, I don't know what to do about you. I think it's definitely looks like it's just it looks a lot whiter than any cart box I've ever seen. Maybe it's just because it's clear water. Or let's take you over to the main pond a second. Let me show you the difference. Alright. So that fish there, little whitey one. You can see his tail all covered in carp box. But it's sort of a greyier colour. When you get it out of the water, it's like a pinky grey. So you can zoom in. Give you a proper look. See what it's in. Yeah. When it goes the other way, you can see it a lot better. There he goes. So his tail's completely covered in carp box. You can see it's not bright white like the Akamax Seavers. Totally different colour. See, that's almost like chewing gum. Bright white sugar lumps almost. There's no real way to describe how it looks. Very, very white. There's the other fish. And you see that? The Harawaki that's got its head to us. If he comes by, she's not going to. There you can see the two different colours. It's not so brightly white on the Harawaki as it is on the Akamatsuba. Whether it's just the contrast of colours or it's not cart pox, I don't know. So we'll get a video put together. A little short video. And maybe take it up the forest and see what Richter's diagnoses. So, right then. Right then, I am going to get packed up for the day because we are losing sunlight. And we will catch you tomorrow. I might do a little bit of pipe work, depends how we get going on. I've got to tidy up the front first. Alright then, we will see you in the next clip, guys. Oh, we've had a real old battle today. This grid in here had slipped down overnight, and in the end we had to get the old grid and cable tie that to the outside, and we've got that in as best we can, and we've got that pipe work all connected, all glued in place. This is the last piece to glue in. Hopefully I'll get that done now. I tell you, it's gone by so rapid again. So I'm going to glue this last little piece in and show you the finished results. And there it is, final piece glued into place. It's got to give that 24 hours to go off and we can test it. Right. Oh, my legs up, knees up. Oh. Been in the wars today. Last 5 weeks. Right. Let's show you. Grid is in as best as I can get it. Right. Gently later on manipulate the airlines back up, plug them back in, log, and then the last thing to do is to connect that back up, which we will do tomorrow, because the boot I need is up there. So I'll be taking this off and testing that. Alright, just one last thing to do is clean the skimmer out. Right. Oh dear. Things we do for koi, eh? There we go. Soon get you back on the right filtration, guys. I've got to get up there because I want to drill a few holes in the underside of the pipe. Spray bar. That plant has gone absolutely batshit crazy. Still growing despite the fact it's now November. And this was supposed to be a couple of days in October. And it's taking me weeks to get it right. And to wait for the bits to come so I can afford them. And then we cut the holes out in the bottom and they weren't right, so we had to wait for a new hole saw, cut those out, everything in right. It was a nightmare getting in the tank connectors to the bottom, and then we had the trouble with the grids, and we had the pipe work, It's just took ages. I'm absolutely, totally done in. So, this newest episode, part, is now coming up to an hour long. So, I'm going to leave it there. Tomorrow we will test it all. I can start getting all these videos edited together. And then we'll wait a week. And then we can go for the first clean out. And see if we're actually doing what we're supposed to do. And if we don't, I don't know what to do. Run out of ideas. So I'm going to save the last little bit for some tests tomorrow. This little bit of video. And we'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Right, so welcome back, beautiful people. And this has been going off now for a couple of days. Now I've decided to keep it on the bypass because I've got to go away for this weekend unexpectedly, and I don't want it running if I can't check if it's leaking or any problems. Mum and Dad ain't going to be able to deal with it, so for the weekend we're going to keep it on the bypass. So I've still got to worry about the pond over the weekend, but less worry than I would do if it was running through the barrels. Now the Akamatsuba, I've noticed today, it comes up, it's right at the back there, comes nearer the window. He's got two little lumps at the corner of his mouth. So I'm now wondering, because that's so white, whether that's mouth rot, fin rot. I really don't know. But when I get back, I will do a short video and ask for other people's help. Because mouth rot and fin rot I can treat. It's coming up now. It's coming close up. Get out of the way, mate. Oh. Everybody else, get out of the way. Just right tiny at the corner of his mouth, either side, by his barbels. You see it now. There's a bit on the top of his lip as well. I'm not so sure that's cart-pox now. It just might be cart-pox, but there you can see it now. So you're going to have to be sorted out, mate, because I'm not happy with you at all. Right, so plan of action is to clean the Easy Pod, clean the leaves out that are floating around in here for some reason, and yeah, get ready to go away this weekend. So I'll show you the Easy Pod now, and then we'll get ready and go. So yeah, that Easy Pod definitely needed cleaning, despite the fact it wasn't even running over the overflows. So we're going to clean this out, and because we've got the pipe still in the little pond, we've got to do it the old fashioned way. Bucket it all to the drain. Great. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get back to you when I get back after the weekend. See you for a bit, guys. Yeah, I forgot. There's also a problem with this main pond. Has to be alright for ages and ages and ages. As you can see, the last 2 weeks he's dropped that much water. Why? I don't know. I've checked the valve on the Easy Pod. and that's not leaking. Why it suddenly decided to drop 6 inches of water, I have no idea. Other than that, the fish in here seem fine. So we are gonna clean the easy pod, like I said, and then make our way away for the weekend. Alright then, beautiful people, we are ready to test. I got home late Monday morning, or early Monday morning, I should say, late Sunday night. Yesterday it was raining, so it would have been impossible to see any leaks. Oh, my knee. Oh, I've just rolled my knee. Oh, that hurt. You know when you're kneeling on your knee and your knee goes to one side. Oh. Right then, where was we? Yeah, so it would have been impossible yesterday check any leaks. So I think the first thing to do today, clean all the skimmer line and all the pipe work, flush that back through, and we'll get that filter switched off. We'll nick that back, put that back down there, and then we should be ready to fill up. Oh, that really hurt my knee. Oh. How are these guys doing anyway? It's starting to go a little bit cloudy in the water. Down on the deck. A little bit of brown over there. Scum line. That's sorted. And this has done its job. It's kept the fish alive. And we'll get that turned off. And we'll get all the pipe work done. Oh, I want to do that as well. Get that drilled through there. Get some more holes drilled on it. How the hell I'm going to do it, I don't know. We're going to have to climb around. Yeah, drill a hole through, some holes through, spray bar. So that it goes down. And there's not so much pressure pushing up. That should stop it coming out the top. And then I'm going to leave that, I think, because that needs to be the gravel taken out. And then some holes drilled in into the outflow pipes, just so it starts running through quicker. We'll leave that for now. It's going to be a job to get all that off. It's so heavy. Just want to get this pond back up and running properly. Alright then. So I'm going to clean the pipes out. And while I do that, I'll put the first part onto edit, or upload I should say. And you should have the first video ready to watch. Okay then, so we've got everything dried up as best we could. Time to turn the valve. I can't do it one-handed. Hang on a second. Right, we're filling up. Dang it, have we got any leaks? It's good at the moment. Okay. How we doing? Can't see the grid yet. Let's open it a bit more. Here we come. Right, hold it there. Okay, let's have a look. Do we see any drips? Ow! Bash my knee again. Same knee as well. Let's move that out of the way. As always, prepared for this. Right. Not any leaks. Feel. I think we're good. Hands come back dry. Let's try this side. I can't actually get round there, so I must use the camera. Excuse the footage went out. That feels good. Right. Any drips from here? And let's fill this. Let's fill up a bit more. Grid's holding in place, good. It's coming up, it's coming up. Don't hear it running through. Feels dry for now. Knowing a little bit. Right. Any more pressure. Pushing out any more drips. Not feeling anything. This feels cold. Haha. Yeah, baby. Right, anything from this? That looks good. And so far, so good. Right then. What I'm going to do is test the actual coming out now. Alright, I need that pipe from there. Right, so I'll pause you up and we'll come back to you. Right, where was I before? I was rudely interrupted by a phone call. Yeah, testing this. So, looking good. And that works. Now we've just got to see if there's any drips coming. That feels quite wet under there. I think I forgot to dry that bit. Soldered and welded, it should be alright. Right, dried that, I'll try again. Oh. was good. Right. Yeah, let's take it down an inch or so. So I think full blast. And that should be good. And I can get a piece of the pipe that I couldn't get out of the barrel. Has got a 90 on top of the 90. Just attach the 90 there. It should run all the way down to the drain. And I can do the same with that one. They are at slightly different heights. This one's slightly higher than that one. So we'll be able to drain one at a time. That should be good. Right, we are topping up this a little bit. Oh, we're starting to go down. We're starting to go down and skim up. Right, let's open that. Right. We just started to go down the skimmer a little bit. Let's shut that off. Now we're running through to that barrel. Running through, coming up. Oh, no circle. Right. Excellent. Right, shall I put the media in until we're full and ready to go. Right, let's have a look at this one then. It's only going to be tricky to look at. Let's take that pipe off. Oh, I break my neck. Right. I can't even see around there. Let's feel. There's a drip there, which means that's not tightened up. Which is no problem. I've just forgot that. Screwdriver. We're doing alright so far. We're leaking on this barrel. Yes. Bugger. I think that's going to be too major an issue. Like this. Yeah, that's loose. That. You can move that round. Screw that in. Can do things one-handed. Just take that chip away. Damn good tighten up in a minute. Yeah. Seems to be good now. It seems to be good. And how are we doing? Doesn't seem to be coming through as fast as it used to come through. Oh, excuse me. It'll take a few minutes. So I'll switch the video off for a second. Once it's full, have another check, and then we'll come back. Right. And test it. Comes out a bit like that. Why that one comes out like that, I don't know. But there we go. That works. Right there, so I'll use it. Oh, it's worked round the back. Obviously, another piece I forgot to dry off. Right. Switch off. Right, so it's appearing that the only leak we've got is on here somewhere. Yet again. And it seems to be the far side. So always the awkward bloody side. Seems to be very low at the moment. Right. Seems to be just at the bottom of the seal. Is that wet there? That's dry there. Right, we'll have a dry all that off, and then we'll have a look in a little bit. And now what we are now, full there, full there. Right, the water level can have another 1, 2, possibly 3 inches. 1, 2, yeah, 3. Right then, so far so good. Now please let this work. Right. Alright, let's get some dechlorinator because I haven't put it in. And we'll come back to you once it's running. Alright, got the water level up to the right level. Skimmer's pulling through nice. That's just about over that. Oh, that water is freezing. I'll take that big crown off for now. We'll see how we get on. This side is pushing that way. Oh, that's freezing. No wonder my fish are a bit lethargic. I had to swim in that, I'd be lethargic too. Right, that's going nicely. So, time to add the media. The bubbles are doing alright. Let's have a look at this one. That's just about right. I'll have a look. Yeah, excuse the leather. It's from earlier. Yeah, I can see just about the bubbles. Yeah, that's a nice amount of bubbles. Water's gone a bit grey, but we'll sort that out. Right, let's get the media in before we lose the daylight. Right, catch you in a bit. Alright, we're on the very nice trickle of light. I've got my new hat on. And my little girl got me with my torch. I can see what I'm doing. As you can see, very nice trickle of light. Right, that can wait till the morning. Clear that up. Media's in. That one's bubbling around. I need to have to adjust the mare stones a little bit. Just the mare stones, possibly. So that we've got not that concentration of media all going there. Other than that, we seem to be alright. We'll check it in the morning. By then, any slow drips, you should see a patch of wet there. Well, we don't want to see a patch of wet there, but that's going to be where it's going to be accumulating if there is one. That one's going to be a bit trickier to see. Right. Alright then. Let's get the lids on. Oh, it is absolutely freezing. Some people have already had their first bout of snow. So, there you go, there's my torch. Alright, we'll check them in the morning. Get that moved out. Oh, put that drill away. Right. And we will come back to you in the morning, people. And hopefully we should see dry. We'll see any leaks. What the hell is going on? Not supposed to be any rain today. No one said anything about snow. Jesus, I need to do that step. I'm sure as I hurts my neck. What the hell? Oh, we are not really winter. Get the words out. Winter ready. Oh dear. What the hell? Alright then. What are we going to do about this? Let's get something. Fortunately, we're not glass, we're plastic. So, we are. Alright. I was coming here to check. What a difference day makes. Well, that's great because I was hoping it was going to be dry. We're going to see if there's been any leaking. There is a slightly wetter patch there. Just underneath it should be. It feels all wet today. There's not going to be a. I'm not going to tell if that's leaking or if it's just because of the snow. Bloody snow! This is Dorset, we don't get snow. Right. Did he bolt it? Right. Can't see much going on in there today. Where's the water going grey, for fuck's sake? Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Alright then. Oh, slushy, slushy, slushy. Alright. Nice little down at the bottom. Don't blame him. First task today is to clean the glass on the indoor tank. Bloody great clumps of ice stuck to my shoes. Oh, winter's finally here. Let's go back indoors. It's bloody freezing. Right, I'm going to sort the fish tank out because they need a clean. Came back after the weekend, and yeah, they do need a clean. These guys come back out here later. Still snowing away. Right. This wasn't forecast at all. It's supposed to be 0 chance of rain. No one said anything about snow. It's trying to settle. And you can bet your life that Dorset Council haven't bothered to grit the roads. Alright then, let's get indoors. Get yourself a nice hot chocolate, I think. Warm yourself up.